Hello, and welcome to Confessions of a Terrible Leader, where real leaders share the raw truth about the lessons they learned the hard way so you don't have to. Join our host, Layci Nelson, founder of Transcend Leadership Collective and former terrible leader. Every leader can become worthy of being followed if they are willing to put in the work. On this podcast, we share the messy stories and behind-the-scenes reality of what the work actually entails. We welcome you to this community of revolutionary leaders who believe honest communication, healthy conflict, and building cultures of acceptance, respect, and trust are not only possible, but non-negotiable for cultivating world-class teams.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Confessions of a Terrible Leader. Whew, I am getting ready. Here's a life update for you. I'm getting ready to go with my family, my two boys and my husband, on an adventure of a lifetime this summer. We are getting on a plane in July. So by the time you actually listen to this, we'll be back stateside. But we are getting on a plane and we are headed to Scandinavia for an entire month. We are going to be going to Iceland and taking a camper van and going around the circumference of the country. And on the ring road, we've never been to any of these places. And it's the first time my children will have traveled internationally. And also, the first time I will have tried to live with my children and my husband in a camper van for 7 nights. We get a few nights in the city in Reykjavik where we'll actually be in a little apartment and can do our laundry, but it's going to be a whole thing. I'm so excited. I'm sure I'll have so many tales of excitement and just the hijinks I'm sure is going to happen with those close living spaces with 2 middle school boys. So yeah, I'll definitely be sharing that adventure. From Iceland, we're going to go over to Denmark. From Denmark, we're going to finish the trip in Norway, head over to Bergen for the end, and explore the fjords a bit, and then fly home. So we'll be gone an entire month. What does that have to do with leadership? Well, first of all, let me tell you, I would be remiss if I said there's not a little piece of me that's nervous to leave the business for a whole month. There definitely is a piece that's a little bit nervous to be like an entire other side of the planet, 8-9 hour difference from what's happening over here in the States. However, I am confident that my team is ready, that they are going to handle it, and it's going to be great. And you know why I'm confident? Because I've completely blown this before. I went to Europe for an entire month early on in my career. Apparently flexibility has always been important to me, but early on in my career, I was given a 1-month sabbatical when I worked for another company, and they gave me an entire month off. I went to Europe and I left my team, but I didn't prepare them well for when I was gone. Now, nothing burned to the ground, right? There's nothing like epic that happened, but it was what they didn't know was what authority did they have for decision making when I wasn't around. I didn't leave clear guardrails up, and I didn't leave clear instructions for the if-then scenarios. So this time around, I'm doing it differently. We actually have a team meeting coming up very soon where I'm going to go over in detail what are the things that they have the authority on for decision making. What are the 100% yeses, goes? I'm giving you that authority now to make that decision. What are the spending limits? How much money can they spend without my approval? Because they do have company credit card. I'm also going to be setting up for them the if-then scenarios of when do you lean hard on the ops director, and then my ops director, Mary, she's going to know that if I need to get involved, she's going to make that call. She's going to make the call of pulling me in via an email or a direct call, because I will have my phone with me. And my hope is, to avoid a lot of what feels like inconsequential or things that I'm like, oh, why are they calling me for that? If your people are calling you for things when you're on vacation that are making you roll your eyes, it's your fault. You didn't set them up right. You didn't prepare them with the authority, the proper authority, the proper if thens to know what they can actually make decisions on, what can wait for your decision making until you get back, what can't wait. So I'm going to be letting them know that Mary know that she will have authority to set up different appointments with existing clients, to screen a potential new client if we have a new client that wants to come on board while I'm gone, and get them the beginning stages of getting set up. I will be letting my workshop coordinator know what she can say yes to, what she can schedule while I'm gone. I'll be giving my director, some design director, the instructions around what she can execute and publish that I don't need to look at, because we're far enough down this journey, this path of creating the brand, that she actually polices me. Most of the time, like 99% of the time, I'm letting stuff out the door that doesn't get run by her and I get in trouble. So she is the filter. So it's really having all of this set up ahead of time beforehand. And if I do get an email or a call, I'm also going to know it is important and it does require my attention while I'm on the other side of the planet. I won't be completely disconnected. I will still be able to be gotten a hold of. However, I'm going to work really hard to set it up so that they're empowered to make the right decisions, because I've done this the wrong way before. And it is not relaxing when your phone is dinging at you every 30 minutes that you have a new email or something that came through. So I'm going to set them up for as much autonomy and success and understanding of what they have authority for and don't have authority for while I'm gone, as possible for them and for me, honestly, and for my family. So they're not having to deal with mom getting pulled away from what we're doing or having to stay back at the hotel to deal with stuff that really isn't necessarily a priority. So that is my commitment to my family and to my team, is to get really ready so that if I am brought in, it is with confidence that they know these are the things I want you to interrupt my vacation for, and I will welcome your call. I will not be upset about it. These are the things I don't want interrupted for. These are the things I'm trusting that you can handle on your own. And of course, there's always gray area, but that is where you've hired people with hopefully great judgment, and they can help weigh out, should we call her, should we not call her, and you're going to trust that they're going to make the right call. So really setting people up for success when you're gone. I'm also going to set my clients up. They are all going to receive emails. They know I've been telling them for literally like 8 months that I'm going to be gone this month, but they're also each going to receive an email that instructs them exactly what to do if they hit any sort of bump that they need immediate attention or a question answered on, because I've equipped people on my team to be able to meet 90% of their needs. There's very few things that only I am the one that can solve. Very, very few things. And so getting everybody set up for success before I leave is going to probably, doing it right, take me about a day to get all the systems in place, everything changed over, just full focus, getting it ready. And it's going to pay huge dividends on the back end. And it's not something I did right the first time I left. I didn't run through the if then. That is my hot tip for you, my hot take on getting ready to leave your organization to go on vacation. Even if it's just for a week, set these things up so that people know what they have the freedom and the authority and the what they can say yes to, what they can say no to, and when you want brought in, so you can have a more relaxed vacation and they can have more of a chance to actually test their wings a little bit and get their feet under them even more. And they're going to be really excited to come back, and when you come back, to show you what they accomplished, what they were capable of. I already know my team is going to do amazing things when I'm gone that I'm going to be proud of when I get back. I have full confidence in that. And I want that for you, because I didn't always have that. And I wish I would have had this information sooner. So that is my confession. ill prepared when I left the country and came back to flames. I mean, nothing super, super major, but emails that shouldn't have been interrupting were, I mean, it was 20 years ago, so I didn't exactly have my phone on me, but I did have issues that didn't need to wait for me to come back to be dealt with. And that was my fault. I just did not set them up well. So there we go. That is my confession. I want you to do it better. I know you can. Get after it. Make your vacation an actual respite for yourself and a chance for your team to surprise you and show you what they're capable of. Go manage like a leader.
Thanks for being part of this community of revolutionary leaders who believe honest communication, healthy conflict, and building cultures of acceptance, respect, and trust are not only possible, but non-negotiable for cultivating world-class teams. If one-to-one coaching, engaging workshops, or strategic planning that is actually useful are anything that interests you, make sure to head over to www.transcendleadershipcollective.com to check out our free resources. Confessions of a Terrible Leader is hosted by Layci Nelson and produced by Mary Scott. Music is by Leif Olson and Mary Scott from the band The Number of Months. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, go manage like a leader.